while we were here on this scene, another shooting happened just around 5 minutes away from here in the area of Virginia Ave near I-264. In fact, some of the officers here on this scene had to leave to go work that one. We're headed to that scene next, and we'll keep you updated with any information we get. But for now, I'm reporting live. Sara Rivest, Wave 3 News.
They're already making some progress here today. Guys, look behind me over there. You see that big black sheet of metal that looks like it's draped over the seating? Yeah, that used to be the roof here. What happens in this area is very, very concerning to the students, the parents, and the staff here at the school. This spot is typically where parents would drop off their children. And right across the fence there, that's where kids play on the playground. Believe it or not, I'm actually standing in the middle of 4th Street right now in about 6 inches of water, and the water only gets deeper behind me. Those lawmakers know that sports betting is already happening here in Kentucky all of the time, with people using their cell phones to do it. Hauk was named a suspect just months after Crystal disappeared, but 4 years later, and he still has not been charged. I'm just south of Seymour on State Road 250, which is a very highly traveled road here in Jackson County, and you can see this road is surrounded by water at this point. It's even spilling into the road in some spots. Sean Bostock has watched the video of Sunday's train wreck match over and over.
Wait for it, wait for it.
He still hopes it will end differently. 20-year-old son Dakota diving head first into a shopping cart of light bulbs. Another video shows his opponent lifting him up and then slamming Dakota into a sheet of glass.
I was in total disbelief, total shock that this is happening.
Without adequate medical staff on site, Dakota was taken to the ER where he received 5 internal stitches and 40 staples. Unregulated wrestling troubled Sean years before his son became involved. As a former EMT, he responded to a couple really bad injuries.
They're doing harm, irreparable harm, under the guise of you're going to be a superstar. So, you know, I want my son to excel, but I don't want my son to die in the process.
Trainwreck says they do take safety precautions and that both performers and fans understand the risk involved with attending. They didn't reply, though, when I asked what those safety precautions are. I ran into City Council member Pat McLaughlin at the South Street venue where the event was held. He says he's open to exploring new regulations.
Well, they can change, but you know, when it's private property and you're dealing with adults, you know, how far do you go with it?
Sean says he doesn't want to shut Trainwreck down, just protect his son.
I am. I'm really hopeful that some local legislation can be put into effect, because where the state leaves out, local ordinances can step in.
It was all about Brittany when she was there, and I remember we was having a birthday party for my granddaughter, and she was eating cake, and I just looked over at her, and it was like how beautiful she was, and happy finally, you know.
The last time Teresa Ellifritz saw her daughter Brittany Wilson alive, she thought the young woman's troubled past was behind her. But soon after, she got a new boyfriend. And Ellifritz says the family started to worry again.
We wanted to put a huddle around her and not let her go out except to work.
Monday, during an investigation into a murder-suicide at a mobile home in LaRue County, police discovered Wilson's body dismembered inside a freezer. Before setting fire to the crime scene and taking his own life, the unnamed suspect allegedly confessed to killing both Wilson and 39-year-old Nicole Murray.
Not this, Sarah, not this. Why this? And I just want to put her back together and just hold her, you know. I just want to hold her one more time.
An incomprehensible loss for Teresa.
Oh, God, get us through this.
A mother who never imagined a life without her Brittany, who she still sees as her little girl with the red curly hair.
I wake up in the morning and it's Brittany. It's Brittany.
Playtime at Heiser Hearing and Language Academy is all dependent on what's happening across the fence.
This is the children's playground, and this is in direct view of the homeless camp. So one of the things we've done is we've blocked off half of our playground so that they are farther away and their view isn't so good on this side.
We walked to the camp just feet away from that playground with Principal Debbie Woods.
So this is probably going to be a day where I don't allow outdoor play.
The group has grown to around a dozen, and a lengthy formal eviction process must be followed to kick them out.
I won't never be able to talk to somebody about something, or being homeless, or being out here. I can't say I walked in your shoes or even remotely been in your shoes. unless you've actually done it.
Ronnie likes living outside and says having pets prevents him from staying at a shelter. With calls from parents saying they saw drug use and nudity as they dropped their children off at school, Debbie wants something done sooner.
What would you say to her and to the parents here?
Well, anything to that nature. I mean, I have children myself, you know, so it's not like, you know, one bad apple can spoil the whole bunch, you know. So I apologize for anything that she has seen or, you know, took notice to.
The camp and everything that comes along with it can be seen out school windows, too.
I understand that these people have difficulty finding homes, and I'm empathetic to it being cold. I'm empathetic to the weather, but my overall concern has to be the children.
20 years ago, Heather Green was stocking her new baby girl's room with everything pink.
But blue turned out to be her color.
It was, you know, kind of useless.
Foreshadowing.
Maybe.
Hannah's birthday, the 29th of January, came with the annual Facebook tribute from Mom Heather. This year's post, though,
when your child comes out as trans,
is about Adrian.
I honor who you are and I respect your courage to be unapologetically you. Let's celebrate.
Adrian's introduction to the world, with what else but a photo shoot.
I mean, my kids are used to me coming up with these harebrained schemes all the time. He was like, you're crazy, but yes, of course, which was a fair reaction.
A pregnant Heather welcoming her new son 20 years after his birth, with blue balloons, teddy bears, wrapped in a baby blanket, and covered by his family's love.
I love you. I love you too. We are awesome, that's true.
The post seen round the world, 15,000 shares and counting.
I thought this was sort of a struggle I had to do by myself, you know, and it's really heartwarming to see that there are so many people out there that share the same story that I do and are so supportive of a complete stranger, and it gives me a lot of hope.
Creating something fun out of the tough stuff, with someone who is always there to hold his hand.
I know that a lot of people don't have the same level of support that I do, and it breaks my heart, but knowing that I've got a support system like them, and it's amazing, you know?
You're gonna make me cry.
Sorry.
Now, Adrian
is a student at University of Louisville, and he says since that post started going around, he's received thousands and thousands of messages of support from all over the country. And he says that has meant so much to him during this time. Reporting in Louisville, Sara Rivest, Wave 3 News.